this is Undying Art bringing you another figure review, and today we have the Mafex Medicom Star Wars the Mandalorian action figure. This is the number 129 as you can see in the series, and this is the Beskar Mandalorian. They haven't made a Durasteel version, and I don't think they will ever make one, and I do intend on picking up the IG-11 when that comes out. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. See a lovely ring light in the reflections. Let's turn that off quickly. You can see him in box. I literally got him in about an hour ago and then decided to review him as a first impressions type thing. He does look very cool. I've seen a lot of people complain about him, but let's see if he is as bad or as finicky as people say he is. A quick little note. You can see the Bantha skull, or not. No, that's not a Bantha skull. What do they recanonise it? The Mythosaur skull, that's it. On the flaps of the box, it's pretty cool. You can also see the legs of the Mandalorian. Just thought it was a cool attention to detail. So, here is Medicom Mafex Mandalorian out of the packaging. So let's take a closer look. So taking a closer look at the helmet. I can't speak. I definitely think the helmet looks good. It's definitely a lot bigger than the SH Figuarts, but a lot of people think the SH Figuarts is too small and it doesn't look like it's a human head underneath, but I have, however, disagreed with that. The shine of the metallic is actually pretty cool as well. It's not as chromy as SHF, as you'll see later on, but it is shiny, unlike the Black Series, which is like it's like a really dull metallic. And I do think I have a QC issue here, where the belt is not forming around the harness, which I'll quickly show you if the other one's like that. Yeah, the other one, as you can see here, is actually like glued on, so I think that's a QC issue which I'll fix. And then taking a look at the arms, great detail as always. And there's a missing detonator there, just, I don't know why, I guess just for the aesthetic. Nice sculpt to their legs. And the boots are very well painted. I didn't think there was that much paint in the actual show. Not paint, detail I should say. And the cape looks good. It's a shame it's not wired very well. It's only wired up until here. So I'm not sure what's the point in that. But all the lovely detail on the back as well. Didn't skip any detail. So now we'll get into the accessories for Mando, and then we'll get into comparisons. Actually, is there a scratch there? No, it's just the lighting. I thought there was a scratch on the helmet, but there isn't. So he comes with a lot of hands, and they're on little stands, which is amazing, so I can actually hold them and show you them with ease. So there's like a pair of relaxed hands, and another pair of relaxed hands. Or I guess you could actually use these as like getting ready to fight hands. Then he comes with a pair of gripping hands for the pistol. Nice detail. And a pair of gripping hands for the rifle. And then he comes with I think rifle holding hands to rest the weight. And then a pair of gripping knife hands. And the random pair is a pair of pointing hands, which I guess for scolding Grogu. Don't remember him ever pointing, so not sure what I'll use these for, but I'll find a use. Speaking of Grogu, let's look at Grogu. It's just a little statue, but it looks pretty good. And I think the height is actually better than the SH Figuarts, even though it is just a statue. Oh, I should get further back. That is pretty accurate to the show. I think he's like a few millimeters taller in the show, like probably about here, but still, it looks good. Then he comes with another gauntlet for the grapple effect. Even I don't remember him using it when he's got the Beskar armour on. I only remember using a grapple with the Durasteel. Oh, actually no, in the episode where they attack the prison, he uses the grapple. So, ignore me. I'm not sure this is meant to be bent, so I'm not going to try, but it does feel quite pliable, so bend at your own risk. Then he comes with a knife. Nice detail to that. It's a shame it doesn't go in like the holster, as it's just sculpted, but still cool. Then it comes with a separate harness. And this is the harness to have the rifle strapped, so you like you get the rifle and plug it into here. Full focus. Not my finger. Or a Mandalorian. God damn it. There you go. There's a little peg there, and that pegs in, and then you loop. This loop wraps around the rifle, which I'll do now because I haven't done it yet. Of course, I can't do it on camera very well. Oh, the strap's getting in the way. The scope's getting in the way, so I'm not sure how you're supposed to do it. Like that. There it is done. I was struggling because the scope is in a strange place. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but it keeps rubbing against the rifle, against the bandolier. But it looks good. And speaking of the rifle, let's look at that. And drop the harness on the floor. The rifle looks good. Lots of nice detail. And all the right colours as well. I think I like this sculpt more than the SH Figure Arts one. Just looks really nice. So let's put him holding the rifle. So very nice grip to the rifle. That's very secure. That's not me slipping anywhere. And the hands slip on very easily. So there he is, holding the rifle, looking like an idiot because I haven't put the other hand on. But you get the idea of what it'd look like. See if I can get him turned. That looks really stupid, but pretend there's a gripping hand there. So now, oh no, I'm missing one accessory, the articulation. There's also a flame accessory, which looks amazing, but unfortunately the only way you can use it is with a stand, so that's a bit of a bummer, as it doesn't peg into the arm tool. But what you do is you just have it at some kind of angle so it would come out of his arm. See if I can quickly get. It's just going to look really weird. Oh, his torso's popped apart. That's always fun. I need to go even lower than that. Wow, okay. Like that. No, even lower. There you go. You can get it to work, kind of. And I completely forgot, like, the most controversial accessory is the pink blaster, which I will be fixing and getting rid of the pink. It does look weird, I will admit. And it does just holster into the holster, obviously. Don't know why I said holster into the holster. I don't know if everyone's is like this, but my torso keeps popping apart very easily, so that could be a QC issue. Can it just hang on its own? Yes, so it can just hang on its own if you wanted it to. Zoom out a bit. But it is supposed to... Wait, how are you supposed to do this? Because it's supposed to be on the outside, not on the inside. So you'd have to... Yeah, that is finicky. I'm going to have to find a different way of doing that. And if you are wondering, I will be getting a Mythos Boba cape for him, as well as the SH Figure Arts. So the head is on a double bauble joint, I think. You get a lot of tilt. 360 as well if you wanted to. but it's a human, so you'd be dead if you tried to do that. And you could look down that much and look up. Well, you can look up quite a lot considering he doesn't have a jetpack. Well, that's very impressive. And the shoulders are on a hinge. So that goes in and out, and there is a butterfly joint. Goes out that much, goes back that much, then full 360. And see how far the shoulder can go out. That's a bit of QC there. And then double jointed, goes for 120 degrees. Then is there a swivel? Yeah, there's a swivel just below the bicep. And then the gauntlet swivels, but I think that's because of the accessory, it's not actually supposed to. So yeah, it's not supposed to. And then just a normal import joint, ball joint, so you can get whichever way you want. Now the torso, this is going to be fun because mine keeps popping apart. Torso leans back that much. You can get a bit of turn, I think. No, you can't because the torso just comes apart. Let's pop that back on. It seems to be off-centered as well. Like a lot of Mafex figures, it's difficult to get him centered. So yeah, you saw him lean back a little bit. He leans forward a little bit, but then again his torso just popped off again. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think I'll be recommending the SH Figure Arts over disc, just because this is so annoying to keep looking good. And then the legs. Why has it gone dark? The legs drop down, so they kick out that far, although on this one it is a little bit less because of the sculpt. And they go out decent amount, and these are rubbery so they won't get in the way. Decent amount. And then another controversial thing is he's only got single jointed knees, which don't bother me to be fair. And then toe joint, and then ankle, ball joint in the ankle I think, so you can get whichever way you wanted depending on which way you turn the ball. So now it's time for the fun part where we get an absolute crap ton of figures out and do size comparisons. So on to size comparison time. Here we have the Black Series repainted Creel, which I'll do a workshop to show that off. Black Series Cara Dune, Black Series Grief Karga, Black Series Credit Collection IG-11 painted to be IG-11 normally, and then Black Series Heavy Mandalorian. And then here we have the Mafex Grogu with the SH Figure Arts Grogu, or at the time just called the Child. I think he has a good height to him. I think he's the same height as Grief Karga in the show, so I think that works well. And I do remember Cara Dune being a little bit shorter. The only thing I don't think works is Black Series Heavy Mandalorian. I think he's supposed to be a bit bigger from what I remember. And I also think IG-11 is supposed to be a little bit bigger, so probably about that, no actually, that tall I reckon. So it's not much of a difference, but it's still a difference. And then I prefer the SH Figure Arts just because it's articulated, but the statue is pretty good if you just want to have a Grogu in your collection. And now on to Mandalorian comparisons. Here we have the SH Figure Arts Durasteel Mandalorian with the Beskar shoulder pad, extended neck mod, and I also repainted him just to be a bit more weathered up, as you can see if it focuses. Just tried to dirty up his helmet and dirty up the armour just to make him look more accurate to the show. There's also a custom cape by Mudhorn Customs. Then on the right we have the SH Figure Arts Beskar Mandalorian, again with a neck mod, and missing the cape because I only have one Mudhorn custom cape, and Mythos Boba is on holiday at the moment, so until he's back I will not have capes for Mafex or SH Figuarts. And I guess the real comparison is the SH Figuarts Beskars. SH Figuarts Beskar and Mafex Beskar. So as much as I love the SH Figuarts one, the helmet is better on the Mafex. Just a little bit better though. I still love the Beskar on the SH Figuarts. The chrome is a lot better on the Figuarts, in my opinion. The holster system is crap on the Figuarts with the whole swapping out malarkey. But the fact that the SH Figuarts Beskar comes with the Mudhorn, the jetpack, an electric accessory for the rifle, the whistling darts or whistling birds, I can't remember what they're called, whistling birds I think. Just a lot more accessories. And it also comes with a little tracking fob, which is pretty cool, a little tracking fob hand, which I always have him holding. And the head swap doesn't really work on the Mafex. It does make it look like he's got a tiny head. Oh goddamn. Oh, I like that. A very expensive mod, but I suppose if someone does Castle the Mafex helmet, you'll be in business, because that looks fantastic. Yeah, I like that a lot. Sorry, I'm not just gushing over the wrong figure, but that is the stuff. So final thoughts on the Mafex Mandalorian. As much as you've seen me complain and how fidgety he is, once he's in a pose like right now, he is really cool. I can't work out if I like it more than the SH Figuarts. As much as SH Figuarts people hate, like the pinhead and stuff like that, I've always loved it, and I've always been, not biased, but it's always been in my shelf, and as you see in my reviews, I always use them as a size comparison. I don't know if I'd say if this is the definitive Mando, but it is a solid figure. It is really a solid figure. And as you can see here, he does like a really nice natural rifle holding pose. And let's get like maybe like just a readying pose. Should be fairly simple. Just move the hand a little bit, move that a little bit. Yeah, he is a very cool figure. So I hope you like this review. I know it's a bit scatty, but I'm in one of those weird moods today, so I hope you still enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit a dislike. And if you follow my Instagram, you'll see me fix the pink blaster and maybe try a mod to make the rifle system better. But to be honest, I think I might just leave it and just wait for a Mythos Boba cape, and then you'll see that again on YouTube. So anyway, if you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you did, if you didn't, hit the dislike, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. I don't know if I'd say this is the I can't speak.